Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? Jay here with another episode of Gym Vlog. Today I'd like to talk to you about what happened yesterday and what I did, and wow, was it crazy. Remember yesterday I was talking about an experiment about eating, not eating, and all this other stuff. And yesterday I said, well, let's continue with the experiment to try to make real parameters happen. I tried to make the real parameters happen, but I tried to do the high-intensity workouts for about 45 minutes to an hour. I tried to get on the high-intensity program for about an hour, and it did not work out very well at all. I wasn't able to keep up. It was really hard. So to give you an idea of what that entailed, it was me going at 3.5 to 4 miles an hour on the low intensity times, and then switching it up to 6 to 9 when it became high intensity. By the end of 42 minutes, I was out. I wasn't able to do anything else at all, and I was just like, yeah, my heart rate is it's pretty high. I'm pretty tired, because throughout the workout, the heart rate steadily increased. When it steadily increased, it just means that your body works harder to maintain the same level of intensity. That's why at 25 minutes I felt awesome. I was able to go do weights and everything else. After 42 minutes, though, I was not able to do the weights as hard as I wanted to because I was just tired. My body just became super tired really fast. So it's just like when you're doing the high intense cardio. That's why I think a lot of people say, oh, do cardio after you do the weights and stuff, because once you do that, you can spend most of the time on building your muscle and etc. And then at the end, when you have to do your cardio anyway, you can just blaze through it and make it really, really good. So long story short, yesterday's experiment was a fail. However, I still was able to stay at the gym for about an hour and a half, because it actually took a while longer for me to do the weight training exercises. So I actually have switched up my circuit training to instead of 4 different exercises, 3 rounds, it is 4 exercises for 2 rounds and 1 last round with 2 or 3 extreme body pushing exercises, like 75-pound deadlift on each arm, kettlebell swings with the higher weights, and it's actually working out really well so far. I actually get really tired after the kettlebell swings, but I do want to include the kettlebell swings into the cycle because I believe that it's vastly effective. So I'm gonna try to do that today. But for the most part, the results from yesterday were not bad. I did about 800 calories burned in 42 minutes. No, not like 780 or something. It's somewhere very close to 800. So I burned about 800 calories in about 42 minutes, which is a good gauge. And my body was actually feeling really good, and the same thing happened like what happened when I did the high intensity exercises the other day. Like my body just went, oh, I got to get rid of all this excess stuff and fat, and I felt less bloated afterward. But my main mistake was I ate dinner right after I exercised. So instead of losing weight, or instead of doing all this good stuff with it, I think I put all the food back into me, like really, really quickly. And I think yesterday, even though I worked really hard, I busted. So today, I will try to wait an hour before I eat, or eat before I do it, and then eat like an hour or 2 after. Because usually I just have like a protein shake or a couple of nuts or something after I finish working out. But yesterday I was just like, oh man, whatever. I bought the food so earlier, so YOLO, just eat it. But you never know. One day of food, at any given time inside your body, there should be like 5 to 8 pounds of food. So losing the first 5 to 8 pounds is really, really easy. 5 to 10 pounds is really easy, right? So that's why I think that when you work out, that's the trend. that you lose weight really, really quickly at the beginning because you're just getting rid of a lot of food weight, maybe a lot of water weight. Who knows? So, uh, but for me, it's coming along quite nicely. I I haven't moved up or down the scale today. Well, actually, that's not true. I just checked, and I feel like I need to get a more accurate scale because yesterday I read 323, and today I read 326. So I gained 3 pounds by working really hard yesterday. So I don't know how that all happens, but more accurate scale, and hopefully my goal is still going to be down to 315 by the end of the month, which is going to be really hard because I only have about 20 days left to do that, and 15 pounds and 10 pounds in 20 days is quite difficult. So I'm probably not going to get it, but that's what I'm shooting for, and we'll see if it works out well for me. Alright, so that's today's vlog. There's not much to say, except for today I'm going to try to do some high intensity and see, like, switch it up, maybe weights later, and, well, I'll just have to see what goes on. So yeah, until next time, keep on being positive and awesome, and remember to have a little bit of fun. Today's lesson of motivation is no matter where you are or what wall you hit, just keep going, because eventually the wall will break down and other areas will improve. I mean, just because I'm hitting a wall right now doesn't mean that I don't feel good about it. I actually feel really good about being able to do high intensity exercises at like this thus far, 2.5 months in. Man, like 2 months ago, I had trouble lifting a 60-pound barbell over my head to do like the triceps. So yeah, right now I could do about 80, and it's pretty easy as well. Okay, scratch that. It's not pretty easy. I could do it. I have a little bit of trouble when it comes to the last like couple reps, like 9 and 10. But I mean, for the most part, I keep the form, and it's really great. So. All that aside, I hope y'all are paving a way towards better health, because that's the whole point. It doesn't matter how you look like outside, it doesn't matter how bad you may feel before, it matters that you keep on this road of motivation and really try to work out. And if you can't, then that's cool, because, let me be the vessel for your imagination. I'll work out really hard, and I'll bring back my stories of triumph and failure, and I'll let you all know about it, because that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes we are not graced with the body to be able to work out, and I'm very thankful that my body can, and I want to get to a better place in my health. So that's my lesson of motivation for today. Always remember that for everything that you can do, there's somebody that can't do it. So you shouldn't be like, oh, blah, blah, you should do this, push so hard. People come to the realization and the motivation themselves, and sometimes they have to break a lot of physical, mental, and life-threatening barriers to do so. So wherever you're at in the ladder is there, and if you choose to climb it with, medical supervision and all this other great stuff, then do it. Because I am also doing it like that too. Like I just figured I'd tell my doctor about like the type of exercises that I'm doing, and he's like, yeah, you know what? If your body is starting to break down, calm down a bit. And I was like, that's what I've been doing, like, you're so smart. I love you. But yeah, if your body is breaking down seriously, though, take a rest. Do aerobic exercises, low intensity, low impact, but for a longer amount of time, like brisk walking for 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Dude, if you brisk walk for 45 minutes, you still have the fat burn going on there. So, whatever gets your heart rate up, shoot up a little bit, and yeah, that's all. Alright, so I always do this thing where I drag on the outro for so very long, but that's just because I always try to put in small tips and tricks and like happiness here and there. But for real though, for real, just be happy where you're at, because I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm hoping to be better at whatever. I see improvements, so what's there not to be happy about, right? Always have a little sense of pride in your achievements, and that'll go a long way. Alrighty, until the next video, continue to live your awesome life the way you do, and I'll see y'all soon.